What's up, YouTube? It's the Night Saint here, back with another video. And you got to realize that you are your greatest asset. And at the end of the day, you are your greatest asset. I know I said the same thing twice, but I'm gonna say it again. Uh, I think people got to realize that I think we love to be victims in our own head, but you got to understand that at the end of the day, you are all that you really have, and you need to realize and understand that you must build yourself up because nobody will build you up. And my bad. So with you building yourself up, you start to really understand yourself as a deeper as a person, deeper as in like your value, and you realize that, like I said, you are the really the most important thing inside your universe. Like that's really how you have to look at yourself, and that's really how you must deal with things. Like you are the most important thing. If you are not, you are the integral piece of your reality staying afloat. Almost like what they say on either like canon events or like on Deadpool, and they were saying like anchor beings. Like if you don't do what you need to do, it's like everything else will crumble right around you. And it's like, yeah, like even in my head, like that's part of the reason why I'm so paranoid. Is like I feel like if I don't do what I need to do, it's like a lot of shit gonna go wrong in my life. And maybe that's me overinflating my ego or making me think I'm not important. But to a certain extent, I think you have to think like that, especially if you have new ideas and these great ideas. It's not in the norm, that's not normally pushed. It's like you have to believe that your form of thought is needed. And like I said, if you don't do it, you letting down society or maybe the positive people that may be impacted by you. Like that's what I mean about responsibility. You should take some type of responsibility within yourself, and and wanting to push yourself as much as you can to make sure you're the best that you are, because you are the greatest asset. Because you may be the greatest asset the world may need. You may be the greatest asset for somebody else that may need that extra push within their life. So that's why I always push for people to be more responsible and try to do the right action. That's crazy. I need to reread the Noble Eight Truths. I ain't gonna lie, I like the Noble Eightfold Truth Path. Man, I'm saying that wrong. I don't know, but that book has put me on the game a lot. But yeah, like nobody's coming to save you. I think that's one thing. I know people say it a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cliche, nah, but it's the truth. Like nobody's gonna save you. Like I had to realize, like as much as life has given me pain and suffering. I'm not saying it was all bad, and that it was, of course it was when you're going through it, but you get out of it, you look at how beautiful it was and how much it really helped you and help you warp and change your perspective to something more positive and that's more strong and resilient and poised. Like I said, that pain and that trauma helps and strengthens you up. I forgot. I forgot what I was saying. You are your greatest asset, and you realize that pain that you learn from that builds you up. It builds you up stronger for a greater purpose that may be inside your future. There's one thing I have to realize is that my future is dependent upon me. My future self is waiting on me to come, and I'm about to say, and I can't let him down. I can't let him down. I can't let anybody in the future down because they need me. They need me to come as my full self. And this is like a simple thought I was having earlier. I'm like, I think we all have an eternal dialogue where we be like, damn, like, well, should I quit doing what I'm doing? Why do I keep recording videos for? Like, why do I keep with the spiritual stuff? Why don't I just give up? Why don't I just, the doubt starting to kind of just trying to creep in and bother you? And then something hit me like, damn, like Kevin, it's like you are only 22 right now. I just turned 22, by the way, but your true purpose may not even come into play until you're 30. And it's like you got 8 years for the time of studying and busting your ass to really get to that point, but you need to do it now because you are your greatest asset, and in the future you're gonna be a great asset to these people, whoever you helping. And it's not to even inflate your ego, but it's just that's what your job, that's what your role is. Everybody got a role in God's play, and everybody must abide by it, whether it's a bad role or a good role. Even though that's the perception, it's more about, some people are the heroes and some people are the villains. And I mean, that's just, and the thing about people is I think people are generally accepting of whatever role they have. I think it's a lot of people that don't accept who they are as an individual and they want to run from it, and that's where the true problem always comes in. People want to run away from the reality of the fact. And I guess now it's coming back to me what I was thinking about. They want to run from everything. They want to be a victim. And that's kind of where I had to get that out of my head, is that I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest protector. I'm the greatest provider. I'm the greatest power. I'm the greatest thing that ever existed in the world. I can't allow myself to even be this, settle inside this victim mentality. If I think like a victim, I won't ever be the greatest asset I can for the people around me, because I'll be pointing the blame at everybody. And in reality, I think it's a very understandable reason why you would point the blame at other people, because I mean, realistically, all since being born, people have put you into shit. Like literally, like there's no way around. There's no lie about it. There's no fantasy about that. There's no lie about it. Like people legit have pushed you into bullshit. People like I've been like. Some people realize, like some people really born because somebody wanted some money. Like some people really born because they parents didn't really give a fuck about them. And it's hard to not be a victim. Be a victim because of that. Because like how like the sheer lack of care that someone has is the reason why somebody else is here. But you have to understand and realize that you cannot allow those type of things to ever, spoil your curiosity, spoil your experience. You can't allow that to keep you from doing anything that you ever put your mind to, or even doing anything greater than what you see around you. Like people have terrible existences, and I hate sound like a broken record, but I hate seeing people that they just in a terrible situation and they don't want to do nothing about it. Like that bothers me. That people just, and the thing about it, they don't know that they in a fucked up situation. They just think that's how they supposed to live. And I think that's some of the most heartbreaking shit that humans go through. Is that when your mind is conditioned a certain way, you won't ever break out of that conditioning. So yeah, and like I said, and I think that coupling that type of thinking with semen retention always gonna help it boost more. It's like, that semen retention, like you holding your seed for a purpose, and most people don't hold it for a purpose. They just let it go willy nilly, and that's the problem. Like I said, they let it go, and that's why we got all these little kids that's going around. Like it's men and women. Let me just speak more specific to the black community. I can't speak on any other race or anything, but me specifically, I don't like seeing these young black boys with no guidance. They just out there just being sex animals and just having kids. I don't like that. I don't like that a lot of them are weak. And me included. Like I said, I was raised in a very weak way. And I wasn't even raised properly. I still lack a lot of respectful manners and things like that I miss out on because I wasn't raised the right way. I don't like that kids not raised with that, like, with that type of love and care. Even with the women, I don't like that the women, like I said, I can't speak to women. All I know, I just don't like the way that they act. That's all, right? And I know that has to deal with just that lack of care. And I can't really. And the thing about it is, I can talk. I know what it is, but I'd rather not speak on it because it's not my field. The only thing I know is that I can speak on the black man's side just because I am one. But you gotta realize you gotta take your seed serious. You gotta plan for it. Like people don't care about things that they should care about, and that extremely bothers me. Like I don't want entertaining people like that, where they just so willy nilly with just their energy. They like, and it's just so disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, it's very low vibrational, if I can say so myself. But yeah, just couple that with semen retention. Like I said, you just really gonna be like cultivating your seed, but while cultivating your energy, cultivating your career, cultivating your mind is just gonna help you become a stronger character and create, a stronger will. And I think the strongest, and one thing I think I'm realizing now is like, strong will is more than something physical. It's something mental, and it's almost like it pervades all. Like when you say that you're gonna do something, whether it's a physical threat or it's like a mental threat or like a mental thought, it permeates the reality around you. And I guess that's something I'm realizing now. I'm reading all these psychic books, and they trying to impress something upon my mind is that whatever your will is, whatever your command is, it's your wish. If you can get a strong will, everything will come to you, no matter what. It will increase your body, and your energy will call for that energy to come more down, and it's gonna come for you. You know, it's gonna help you create your desired reality. So I guess the will was really the center of what you really want. Create a strong will, you can have anything you desire. So yeah, I mean, of course with prayer and things like that, but that's a whole nother video. But thank y'all for watching the video. I really appreciate y'all for listening to me yap. But y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Thank you.